Hello everyone and welcome to our new video. In this video we're going to show you how easy it can be to create quotes in Salesforce with Finblick. What are we going to do today? We are going to create a quote together, and on the way I will show you three very important features of Finblick that our customers use on a day-to-day basis. The first one of these features is that they often want to send out quotes in multiple languages. So if you often send out a quote in German to a German company, and tomorrow send out a quote in English to, for example, an American company, then that's not a problem at all. Secondly, and we're going to do that in the video. Secondly, we are going to apply an automatic discount on some positions of our quote. And then thirdly, we are going to integrate an additional document into the quote. In our case, we are going to add terms and conditions to the document, to the quote document. And how to do that, you're going to see in this video just as well. So let's start right away. You see, I've already prepared an opportunity for us. And we are going to create a quote for a leadership and change management training for the Jacobi's Tech Solutions Limited. To do that, we just click here, new quote, and then this mask opens. We have the expiration date. We set it to next Friday. We select as a quote date today. And then it's very important to select the correct language, because this quote is going to be in English, so it's English here. We select the respective contact person, which is Mr. Fritz Herold Jacobi. We already know the address information, and we select the right contract here. That's important for our automatic discount. I click Save, and thereby we have already created the quote. If you're already familiar with Finblick, then you know that all of the magic happens in the Positions tab. So here we have a header text, we have a footer text, and if we click on templates here, then we have a selection of potential templates. You can add just as many as you want to. And I will use the quote header in English here. We have, this is going to be hello, Mr. Jacobi. We have two placeholders here. Click Save and a standard header text. Then we have the footer text. We do the same. We go to our templates. I use the quote footer here. And here I'm going to add another field because I want to show you basically how easy it is to add another field here. So this quote dated from, and then I add the quote date. Yeah, that's how easy it is to add another placeholder. You can use any field that you have available here and customize your text. Save, and thereby we already have created our header and footer texts. In English, I promised to create a German quote too, so I have already done that, and the only difference to our other quote is that I have selected German here as a language. If we go into the Positions tab here and we select a new header text here, then we have different templates available because these are the templates in German. I can select quote header here, and there it will say, Hallo, Fritz Herold Jacobi, herzlichen Dank für Ihr Interesse, and so on. So we have the header text here. I click Save, and I do the same, just as easy in German for the footer text, and click Save. And that's the only thing you have to select basically is first the language, and then you have all the different templates available. And it's just as easy to create an English quote as it is to create a German quote, or if you wanted to create a French quote, you just have to add the respective template texts. We want to create an English quote, so we go back to our different object here, go into the positions, and now the interesting stuff is added to the quote. I add a section here, and this section are the qualifications and books. And I add multiple line items. Then we have to select a price book in Salesforce. I select the correct one, and then I say here, This is our Epoche program, which, as you see by the unit price, is our main product. And we add books here as well. If we go in the Epoche program in our English quote, we see that the description is in English just as well. And we have here our custom product name, which is going to be the name shown on the quote in the end. We sell 10 of these. And additionally, you see that there's already automatically selected the standard tax rate as a tax rule. In the books, we have selected the reduced tax rate automatically based on the product and other fields. So we sell 10 books here too, and that's it. That's all we need to do to add this section with our products. I click Save, and I have added the first section for our quote. Now let's go back to the German quote. And if I add a line element here, so for now I just add the Epoche program, then you will see that the description is in German. And so it's not a big deal to add now here this product. And as we've selected the language German before, we just have the whole quote in the end in German. Great. I click Save because that's not the quote anyway that we want to send out. We are going to send out our English quote. But what I want to show you by that is how easy it is to send out either an English or a German quote. Not a problem. What is missing? I promised to show one more feature, and this is the automatic discounts. We have here selected one contract, and this contract gives us 15% automatically on training products. So if we click here on Add Sections, and then I say daily and hourly services, training, and I add multiple line items, then we see that here these two items belong to the product family training. So I use them, and we have here automatically applied a 15% contract, 15% discount. If you wanted to, instead of the 15% discount, have a fixed price for a certain product, so for example, for a service like the service of a senior developer, which usually costs 250 euro per hour, however, for a certain account costs 180 euro, then that's not a problem at all. So you can base that basically on any condition you want it to base. If some customers have a partner status, for example, and thereby give discounts or fixed prices. So these are our personal coaching sessions here and our training, and we do not just sell one of them, but we sell 15 of them each. We have the descriptions again in English 2 times. However, you see here I have a custom product name. I don't have it for training, and then on the quote it will just say training, which I think is a bit boring. So I say intensive one day workshop, and then I click Save here, and then you see that on the quote it will say daily and hourly services. So I think this looks good so far. So let's have a look at the document, how it will then look really if we send it out to our customer or to our client. And this is how it looks. You see, this is now, of course, in the Finblick design layout. However, if you want to apply your corporate identity to your quotes, which is your legitimate interest, then you can do that, and it's not a problem to do that. Just talk to your developers or talk to your implementation partner or talk to us, and it's not a problem to have your corporate identity in your quote, of course. We see that the placeholder tags here are taken. We see our first section, qualifications and books. We see the text here. We see books here. We see that the custom product name that I've added in the end is taken just as well. We see our discount here, and we see it here too. And we have the value added tags additionally. And this date here is the date that I have added to our footer text. So I think the quote looks great. However, we are missing one thing, and that's the terms and conditions, because we want to add terms and conditions to our quote. That's what I promised. So here is how we do that. To add terms and conditions, we just go to document attachments, click on new, and say here terms and conditions. We don't have to put anything to the sort order because we just have one file that we add. And we could upload a new file here. However, I have already uploaded the file we need to our Salesforce instance, so I can use the file. Here it is. I click on add. And that's all you need to do. We have the positions here again. Everything looks great. We click on generate quote document now. And now we see that at the bottom of the document, we have our terms and conditions here. Perfect. Whoop. Now I was taken up again. Terms and conditions, that's the terms and conditions for this quote. And now it looks really good. So we can say submit for approval. Please approve. Great. I have my notification here already, and you see that the approval request is pending. In this case, I am the approver just as well. My name is Maximiliane Musteruserin, and as Maximiliane Musteruserin, I have a critical look at the quote document again, and it looks good. I see that the terms and conditions have not been forgotten. I see that the overall discount is 4.42%, which is good. That's not too much of a discount. That's okay for us. And if you wanted to add an e-signature, for example, to this approval request, then that's not a problem. We don't have that here. So I just click approve and I say, looks amazing. Click on approve. And if I go back to the quote now and I reload the page, then I see that the status here is on generated, and that means we can send out our quote to a happy contact person, Mr. Jacobi. Quote as discussed. Hello, Mr. Jacobi. Tack, 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 tack. And we send it out, and that's it. That's how easy you can send out quotes in Salesforce using Finblick. If you want to try that yourself, then you can do that without any problems. Just go to the Salesforce App Exchange. You have to type in Finblick here, search, and then you will see two of our apps. You click on Finblick because that's the one you're interested in. Here you click on try it, then try and test drive org, and then you go to continue to test drive, and then you will be where we started off. You just have to create a opportunity as the first thing you do, and then you can add your new quote there. If you have any more questions, then you can go to our website and have a look at our website, our blog, and so on. Very interesting for a lot of our customers is that we know a lot of people have a big sales team and, for example, just a few accountants or other users. And to have a flexible pricing model, we have licenses that are just for sales users. So if you just want to use Finblick as your quoting solution, then you can do that. It's not a problem. We just you will just buy quoting. You will just buy the licenses for quoting, and you don't have to pay for features that you actually don't need. However, Finblick can do much more, and it can, for example, send out e-invoices for you and so on. But have a look at our pricing model, definitely, because that's where you get all of the current information on our prices. If you have any additional questions, then you can just click on Let's Go here, or you click on Contact and send us a nice email, and we will usually reply within 1 business day. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you very much for your attention, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on Salesforce news and news on our new on our different products and Salesforce apps. Bye, see you next time.